There is nothing more prestigious than this. We await this year's UEFA Champions League final here at the magnificent Metropolitano Stadium in the Spanish capital, Madrid. A warm welcome from me, Derek Ray, joined for commentary as always on these occasions by the former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. It's Barcelona up against Juventus.
Well, I'm so excited for everybody, the fans, everybody connected to both clubs. But it's the players I'm so excited for. I've never actually played in a Champions League final, but played in other finals. I know what they're feeling. We can see the nerves already starting to jangle. How do you cope with those nerves, Derek? How do you settle yourself down before what's going to become probably the biggest game of your career?
Well, it's impossible to reflect upon Juventus and the Champions League journey this year without going back to last season, Lee, and the heartbreak they suffered against Real Madrid.
Wow, what a game that was, and up steps Ronaldo with that famous penalty. But this lady of football that I always love watching, I'm sure I've said to you a million times how they're my favourite team. Every time I watch them play, the kit, the romance of the club, the history, 7 times runners-up as well. It's just a brilliant football club for me.
And the Barcelona shape looks like this. Marc-Andre ter Stegen starts in goal. Piqué starts alongside Samuel Umtiti in the middle of the defence. Sergio Busquets plays with Ivan Rakitic in central midfield. And Luis Suarez will be the main striker here. And the starting lineup for Juventus. Wojciech Szczęsny starts in goal. Miralem Pjanic starts alongside Sami Khedira in central midfield. And the main striker is Paulo Dybala. Dybala, excellent vision from Dybala. A goal for the Bianconeri, goal for Juventus in the Champions League final.
Well, finals are for heroes. Is that the goal that lifts the trophy? We'll wait and see.
Underway again with Juventus in front. Luis Suarez making Suarez gives it a go here. And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. Suarez, tremendous intuition to win it back. Bodies forward and the break looks on. And Cuadrado, carrying a genuine threat here. And it's fallen for Ronaldo. Corner coming up for Juventus. And a deep ball in. It could be up for grabs. Well, the clearance half-hearted. Barcelona have given us away. Real chance. Over the byline, hence a goal kick. And a throw-in it's going to be. Juventus fans remember the years when they weren't playing in the Champions League, so even though they are Italy's team, have been for a long time, it's still a special occasion when they're involved.
Well, absolutely, and the off-the-field activities in the past we'll forget about, but on the pitch they're a real powerhouse. They do everything right for me, the way they play the game, and certainly their defensive now is second to none.
Messi. Pjanic now. Douglas Costa. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here is Dybala. A Juve free kick here. And Ronaldo tries his luck. A Juventus corner forthcoming. Pjanic firing it over. Still possibilities. Terrific block there. And now Coutinho. Losing possession a bit easily. And he has been ruled offside here. Can't have been by an awful lot.
Oh, I'm not so sure, but the linesman's got a better view than I have.
Throw-ins given. Well, that shouldn't really happen from a throw-in. Juventus have given it away. And Messi. Oh, he's through here. Only the keeper to beat. And oh, he's missed it. Good heavens.
Well, what a chance for an equaliser, Derek. At this level, you don't get many chances, and that was one of them.
Rakitic. And the defender finding a solution to the problem. Leon, an incisive pass. It wasn't far away from the target, Lee.
No, it was decent. Really, really decent chance for the lad. They'll keep pushing away to try and get that equaliser.
And a strong tackle. Alexandro had plenty to think about there. It's going to be a free kick for Juventus. The referee's verdict is 3 additional minutes. Pjanic. Ronaldo untidy with the ball. And there's the whistle, half to... "45 minutes separating these two sides from glory. The second half of the Champions League final begins. Keeper didn't quite do enough. And Cuadrado. Fist on ball. They're trying to get right into his face. On the ball, Luis Suarez. Dembele. Rakitic. Messi! And a goal here. The keeper unable to prevent it. Barcelona are level.
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion he does, and he scores.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. So, a level contest, 1-1. Cristiano Ronaldo. Costa with it. The object of the exercise from Juventus is to get it forward. That's what they're doing. Lionel Messi. Effective challenge. That is excellent pressure high up the pitch. The free kick decision goes the way of Barcelona. Now Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba. Messi. Barcelona have given it away. And Ronaldo takes on the shot. He's likely asking himself, why did I shoot from so far out?
Well, he's not the only one. I'm asking him, and all his teammates are too.
Throw-in forthcoming for Barca. And now Coutinho. Speculative effort here. And a wild attempt from long range. Not one for his highlight reel.
Well, it's a poor choice. He's got other options on. Why is he shooting from that distance?
Pjanic now. Now Chiellini. Pjanic. Now Khedira. Here's Ronaldo. It's with Dybala. Juventus, the old lady, they know how to keep the ball. What can they do from here? The Blaugrana have given the ball away. Lovely ball from Douglas Costa. Cuadrado. Khedira. Can he give them the lead? Well, body in the way. Sergio Busquets. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Barcelona free kick. It'll be here. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Rakitic on the ball. And it crossed the byline. A goal kick as a result. Alexandro now. Here's Ronaldo. And it's come off the keeper and clears his lines. Dybala. Job done, ball one. Dybala. Juventus have given it away. Only 5 minutes left for play and tension galore with the teams locked together. Sergio Busquets has lost it. Gorgeous ball from Dybala. And now Ronaldo. Corner for Juve. Now the execution of the corner. Not really the ideal clearance. Rakitic on the ball. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Well, Suarez outfoxed by the defender in that case. The referee's verdict is 3 additional minutes. It's with Dybala. Pjanic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Coutinho. And given the situation, a goal at this stage might well turn out to be a winner. That is that after... And the drama continues. We're now into the first period of extra time tonight, Lee.
Well, this 30 minutes now is going to separate the weak ones from the strong ones. Let's see who wins.
Now, what can he do here? And they deal with the threat this time. Dybala. And Messi. And touched up. Suarez! And it's gone in!
Let's have another look at this. He wasn't expecting the ball, but when it comes to him, he chooses early to volley it. What a finish.
A bit more analysis as regards the goal. Not exactly what Juve wanted. They've conceded a goal. Now the onus is on them to respond. Here's Ronaldo. Dybala. Well, regaining possession for his side cleverly. Suarez saw his pass intercepted. And he's made headway. Does he have the beating of the goalkeeper? Well, the post getting in the way there. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Dybala just couldn't keep it.
If that went in, this game would have a very...
Now, will they do it from here? Ronaldo! And a goal! That's what they wanted here, Juventus. It's level now. Once again, the sides are level. It's a kaleidoscope of shifting emotions. Barca making progress. What can they do from this position? Not fantastic defense. And the first period of extra time comes to an end. Still level here. Can they overcome tired legs? It's the second period of extra time underway now. Coutinho. Sergio Busquets. Dembele. Oh, the cross well blocked there by Chiellini. Pjanic now. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Excellent vision from Dybala. And he opted for subtlety with the chip just over.
Well, I wouldn't take the chip on, but he did. He's a bit unlucky, to be honest with you, Derek.
Douglas Costa at the ready. Splendid save to foil the header lead.
Yeah, it was. Goalkeepers are there for that reason. Strikers score. Goalies have got to keep the ball out of the net.
Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Messi! What can they do from this corner? The minutes ticking away in this game. And he's fired up. And this could win it. Just over the crossbar with that header.
Oh, it's a perfect cross. It's a perfect position. And he just gets underneath it over the bar.
Now Khedira. And given the situation, a goal at this stage might well turn out to be a winner. And in the closing phase now, a corner to Juventus. Corner delivered by Miralem Pjanic. Not all that convincing defensively. After 120 minutes, they cannot be separated. And so, in this Champions League final, it comes down to a shootout. And now it is all about the penalty shootout. And he's denied them from the spot.
Oh, it's lovely goalkeeping, really is.
Composure is so important under these trying circumstances. And it's gone in.
Well, the sweet sound of the ball hitting the net.
In it goes.
Well, that's why players practice penalties in training.
Can he keep us cool? And he scores from the spot.
Confident, head down, lovely strike.
He's gambled on direction and won.
Well, he's got his angles right there. Just look at that for goalkeeping.
And the penalty converted here.
Well, that's hours of practice, Derek, hours of practice.
You want a pressure cooker. And now it is truly final. One team in raptures, the other disconsolate. What an ending.
Well, you can talk about the merits of penalty shootouts to decide big tournaments, big games. So much nerves of steel are needed. A little bit of a gamble here and there. Who's going to come out on top? But the end result is there for all to see. What a night.
Well, they're not going to forget this in a hurry. A proud moment for the losers. It's a case of trying to forget about everything that has just occurred.
Well, just a point, Derek, always be respectful of the losers. Yes, you're in raptures, you're celebrating with your mates. Always took time to go to the opposition and say, unlucky.
The party has started. It's going to be quite the night of celebration here. What a feeling of pride it must give you to be able to say you're part of the team that's the best in Europe League.
Well, you know, these players get paid fortunes. Bank accounts are full of money, but it doesn't matter. It's about memories. When you finish your career, you look back at these moments. How many trophies have I won? How many times have I celebrated? on a podium with this famous trophy.
The buoyant Bianconeri. Juventus lift the Champions League trophy.
Brilliant moment, especially for the captain. He gets his hands on the trophy first.
Well, they certainly intend to savour this. Juventus, and they ought to. Doesn't come along every night of the week. The cup with the big ears, as it's affectionately known.
And this is the moment, Derek, sharing it with the supporters. You get a chance to take it a little bit closer to those stands. Let them enjoy the experience with you. And the families are up there in the stands as well. A brilliant occasion.
It took fire as well as ice on the pitch. Necessary qualities.
Now the chance for a photograph. My mum always told me to get on the front row.
She taught you well, Lee. There we have it. The Champions League victors for